Okay, may I ask our panelists from panel 2 to join me on the floor? Before we start, a little exercise, a question to all of you, because you've been only listening and relaxing. How many of you are representing business organization here? Sorry for this. Not too many. Small business, large business, startups? Startups? Few startups. Come on, I know many of you. Okay, startups. Large businesses or banks or corporate? Okay, good. Okay, how many of you use design thinking or have innovation department in their organizations? Innovation department, really? Or innovation team?
Me is the team.
You are the team. Great.
So I raised my hand about the startups, so that's why.
That's why you're acting alone. Okay, good. Well, thank you. Now we are conquering the floor with my 4 panelists. And because this is the second panel for digital business, sorry, I can't find my place now. We will be very short, up to the point. I will be very short because, as we all know, what time is to be wasted. Time is money. Okay. So we start with Bianca. She is representing the cluster organization, iTech Cluster Transylvania. She is the cluster manager. She is also executive director of the Association for Software and Electric Industries. So the floor is yours, Bianca.
Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for inviting me here. It's a real pleasure to be here in such a great conference. Actually, I'm here at the invite of some dear friends, which I used to meet all over Europe from Bulgaria. So for me, being invited for the first time as a speaker here, it's a great honor. And actually, what I'll be interested to is to present you what we are doing and to know each other better in order to identify best practice models and to learn from each other actually. In my program, the title of my presentation was Digital Skills. Actually, we are very, very interested in supporting digital skills and trainings and workshops, but I want to give you a more broad presentation about what we are doing and then to see how can we work together. I must say that I learned a lot during the presentations from this morning, and this design thinking, yeah, it's all over us and it's in all our activities, and we try to enable these things to happen. The city where I'm coming from is located in northwestern Romania. So I come from Cluj, Cluj-Napoca, Kolozsvár, Klausenburg, which is located in the heart of Transylvania, Dracula's land. And my city is very well known for the IT industry, which really was growing in the past 20-25 years. Of course, we are well known as outsourcing center, but I'm here to speak to you about our innovation and development projects we are doing. In Cluj, there are more than 1,400 IT companies, and in our cluster, currently we have more than 80 members. We have startups. We work a lot with the startup communities from our city. We have big companies, we have companies with more than 1,000 employees, and also we work very close with the universities, and in the past 2 or 3 years we work very close with the public administration, with municipality, which can be of great help when they assume their role as a leader of the community. Sorry. Okay, about our activities, as I told you, what we are trying to do is to support innovation and entrepreneurship. And I really don't know exactly the case in Bulgaria, but currently in Romania there are some money given from through structural funding in order to support innovation and creation of startups. The educational system in Romania also was not very encouraging for new businesses to come for entrepreneurship. And what we are doing through these projects, and not only, also with the help of the big companies from our city, is to teach entrepreneurship in the technical universities, also in collaboration with different research institutes, like to find a common language between, you know, the academia and also the industry. Also, we are trying to identify a series of support programs, innovation programs for our SMEs, because I told you they are mainly doing outsourcing services, but there are a lot of projects, of programs of the European Commission, European Space Agency, which are funding innovation to happen in these small and medium-sized enterprises. Also, we are trying to identify different synergies between different type of actors, of activities. We organize a lot of workshops and events, and also the most important and supporting thing from our community is we organize some matchmaking events. We are very focused in creating business opportunities for our members, either innovative or only market share oriented. Okay, why I told you at the beginning that at first I wanted to speak to you about the digital skills. We are supporting a lot the trainings happening in our city, trainings delivered to non-tech companies, and those are trainings regarding digital skills. Like I will tell you more about our Digital Innovation Hub a little later on. And our cluster actually 5 years ago was created starting from a certain need of our companies, which wanted to have a better prepared human resources. And we used to deliver common trainings, joint trainings for the employees of our member companies, universities and public administration. Also, we are very interested and involved in studying different models of smart city, and our cluster, together with the municipality, with the university from our city, is currently designing the smart city strategy. And I had some very dear colleagues from Bulgaria joining us in a conference in May in Cluj, and we spoke with them also about our common understanding about smart city concepts. Also, what we did, we put our city on the map of innovation hotspots in Europe by bringing last year in Cluj the Open Innovation 2.0 conference. This is like the main conference, annual conference, where innovators all over the world are meeting in order to identify new ways of cooperation, of innovating. We had there the network of living labs. We just recently joined them this year, and I really encourage you to look more onto this. Even though we are a technology cluster, we are very involved in social innovation. So we do not speak only about technical skills and entrepreneurship in business matter, but also we are interested in support the social innovation activities in our city. Also, we are running with the help of Cluj-Napoca municipality. You have there the mayor, which is very active in promoting our business community and what we are doing in the IT sector. We are conducting annually studies, because in order to know where to go or where we want to go, we have to know at first what we can offer and what is our best interest. And annually we are conducting a study regarding IT sector and also digitalization opportunities in our region. I told you about the conference. Actually, in our region, we have a consortia formed out from different clusters, from different fields of activity, and we are putting a huge emphasis on cross-sectorial collaboration. We have energy efficiency cluster, also we have creative industry, agriculture cluster, and also new materials and furniture. And annually we are organizing in our city a big conference, which is the Clusters Conference, where we put together also bright minds all over the world. And we had a great pleasure to have our colleague from Bulgaria, Professor Rumen Nikolov, during May in our city. Of course, I don't want to keep you longer. I think I gave you my main messages. We are running a lot of projects. We are an NGO. Of course, we have annual subscriptions, but this is only to have the companies involved because this doesn't assure the sustainability of our organization. So we are financed through projects directly by the European Commission. We are running the Enterprise Europe network in our city, and also we are supporting our companies to get into Horizon 2020 projects. We are putting a lot of emphasis in transferring knowledge from the evaluators of this kind of projects on how the companies could grasp better the opportunities the European Commission puts them on the table. Okay, and these are the main topics currently developed by our cluster because the competencies of our companies are really broad. They are working in every field, I mean education, financial services, everything. But currently we are focusing on HR and education, smart city, open innovation 2.0 in supporting the companies to bring their own products and ideas on the table. We have an open mobility project with Cluj municipality and with the European Commission, and e-health. Cluj is also a strong health center in Romania. We are trying to be connected at European level and also global level. That is why I say that we can do so much more together, and we can create a real impact on our regions also, which some projects or some meetings are left aside, and I know you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, these are the main competencies of our member companies. These are our member companies. We are very proud because usually in Romania the clusters have around 12, maximum 30 companies. We currently have 80 members, from which more than 90% are our companies. And of course what we succeeded is to identify a way to collaborate, a way of dialogue between different stakeholders, companies, public administration and academia, universities. And this is going pretty well, and yeah, this is what we are doing. We are trying to orchestrate, to identify opportunities for our community in our region. And when I speak about region, I'm not referring only on northwestern Romania, but I'm speaking about this part of Europe, about southeastern Europe. And about the Digital Innovation Hub, actually, this was launched during February, I think, here in Sofia, where PricewaterhouseCoopers, which was the consultant hired by the European Commission in training the Southeastern organization in becoming Digital Innovation Hub, we had that meeting, that kickoff meeting here in Sofia, but it was a really intensive and short 2 days. And I really advise you to look more into these opportunities, because what they are aiming to create, I mean the European Commission, is to identify these technological hotspots throughout Europe, and now they are focusing on Southeastern Europe, in order to give, to the non-technical companies the opportunity to test, to roll out different opportunities and digitalizing services in these innovation hubs. And there will be a lot of financing on this topic starting next year and this year also. Thank you very much for your attention. You have here my contacts. Also, you can find us on the internet. And I'm really open and willing to speak with you about common projects. Thank you.
Thank you, Bianca. Thank you. And I will tell you a small secret to everybody, little secret, sorry. In the afternoon session, as you've seen in the agenda, we have to solve a huge challenge, how to turn Sofia into a smart city. Another secret. You all will be working as a cluster of organizations. Enough secrets.